Good morning. I technically went out and came back in and I'm about to edit the video. So I have gone forward in time even though you're gonna go back in time and watch the footage. And I just wanted to specify a few things that I did not take a lot of footage of the show on purpose out of respect for the artist Hugh Jackman and all the people that put the show on together. So it's just enough to get you like a flavor of what you can expect to see if you go. I might be editing out some of the sound because of copyright strike situations. So if the sound looks a little off during the few clips of the concert that I showed, then that's why. To preface this, I am not a huge Hugh Jackman fan. I know. You can say what you want. I am more of the, X-Men, Wolverine kind of type of Hugh Jackman fan where I enjoyed him in that role. And then there's my mom who literally worships the ground he walks on and has seen everything from Kate and Leopold to places where he was maybe an extra. She's like that level. We have two different worlds that came together and went on this journey, this Hugh Jackman journey together. So I'm just an accessory that's going in this situation, and my mom is the reason that we actually went. There is a little section at the end where I guess my mom and I reviewed it last night because I didn't think that I could come home and review it this morning, but I feel like it's such a disservice to not have her in it, so I'm just going to include that footage at the end instead of me recapping it here. It's kind of a mukbang, and by mukbang I mean food falling out of my mouth the whole time and my mom talking, so just listen to her like I do all the time. That's why I'm alive still. Enjoy. Everybody, look, it's for the moose. It's going for Hajj. Yes, look at him. That we just got our picture taken for the Chronicle.
This, are you taking a video?
Video.
This is absolutely amazing. This has to be archived. My husband is finally going to see me.
Your husband's at home.
No.
So this is the closest to the Rockets floor seats that we'll get. Right? The closest to the Rockets floor seats we'll get.
Rockets floor seats? What are you talking about?
This is where they play.
Oh yeah, of course.
How you doing, man? You good? It's good to see you. Got a good time? You good? All right, we're gonna get to know each other a little better.
She's looking out to see if we can move over here because we weren't close enough.
No, it's not that we weren't close enough. If I could lop off two heads in front of me, I'd be fine.
I've got to put this on the internet. You can't say that.
I can.
Okay, so we're done, and Moose is very sad.
I am so sad now. I'm so sad.
But you had a good time.
Oh my God.
Don't walk into the pool.
I'm not walking in the pool. My Hugh Jackman is my Hugh Jackman forever and ever.
None of these other
ever.
people's, right?
No. We just came to see him. He's mine.
Let's go see what they got over here.
Okay.
Just getting some shopping, some Houston memorabilia.
Absolutely.
And your cup?
Yes.
50.
Sorry?
50. Just fill that out and then sign for me, and here's your card.
That's my souvenir. I went all the way downstairs to the floor to get it again after they moved us, and I fought a lot of people to get my cup back.
How do they know?
Good. Look at this! Look at my mouth.
Okay.
But that's really my
They
mouth.
didn't even put
It's a
chives. They got so scared.
Look at this. Look at this exploded. I don't even.
But
This
that's
is a
the way
baked potato, and this is looks
Yes.
like a chopped potato. So we went to. I need to take out the food first. You want chives?
Tanya, chives are supposed to be.
Chives. I'm sorry.
Do you even know what chives are?
It's a plant.
Wow, we shall leave it at that.
Okay. We went tonight to the Hugh Jackman show. My mom has been a huge fan.
I discovered him
You discovered him before his
when
age.
nobody knew about him.
When nobody knew about him. I
I
feel like
knew
this
about
camera
him.
needs to go back more. My mom has known about Hugh Jackman for a long time. And he's apparently on a world concert tour thing. And I didn't know that Hugh Jackman actually was doing things besides being Wolverine.
Ignorant people. That's the reason why you have to be educated.
She really wanted to go, and I was kind of like, okay, we'll go, because we ended up finding tickets at the last second. Your cup is in the shot. So we ended up going at the we got some tickets right before, and we went today, and I wasn't really sure what to expect because I looked online and it said that he's been on Broadway and a few other things.
I thought it was his last movie, The Greatest Showman, because that's what the show was titled. So I thought it was going to be like the whole thing, just basically on stage. But that's not what it was. It was...
That frog in the back is going to be so loud when I'm editing. It was in the Toyota Center, and we got floor seats, or so we thought. And then a stack of
we got
giraffes.
zoo seats.
Yeah, we got zoo seats because a stack of giraffes showed up in front of us. There was a variety of people sitting next to us, which for the first part of the show, when he comes out and he starts singing,
The one sitting next to me didn't take a shower.
You're making it up.
I swear I'm not making
What
it
if she
up.
recognizes you? What if she finds you on YouTube? You've got a piece of... For somebody who did talk about not taking a shower, you got potato all up in your hair.
All up in my hair.
We got there pretty early too. The doors opened at 6, but we got there at 6:20 so we could get some food. We went upstairs, got some pizza, normal Toyota Center food. I got my cup, which is in the other room. Go Rockets. And then the show started, and I didn't know any of the songs, but my mom did.
I mean, he didn't do all his songs. Of course, he started off with his Greatest Showman, the movie. He did 3 or 4 songs from that, the ones that are really famous. But he just entertained with songs from Broadway that were not his. Did AC/DC, tap dancing. The guy is a consummate entertainer in every way, shape, and form. It was literally like sitting in his living room, and while he talked to us and entertained us. Can you eat much?
She dropped the fork.
And this is after she's had an entire pizza over there. I mean, and we got there.
And you ate my french fries.
They were not supposed to be your french fries. You said, what do you want? I said, I guess I'll take some fries.
I guess I'll take some fries a little bit more hesitant than your behavior towards them when they showed up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, speaking of behavior, so after a lot of that behavior, we actually requested the Toyota Center if we could move seats, which we've never actually done. I've frequented the Toyota Center quite a bit.
People just had their cameras up.
Yeah, if you're going to a concert and the camera is up the whole
And
time.
we're sitting on the floor. Everybody is not created equal.
We're vertically
height-wise.
inclined, my disinclined. My mother and I are vertically disinclined. So where you might be seeing the rest of the world, we are probably at your shoulders. And then the rest of the space between your shoulder and the next person's shoulder, you're covering up with the camera. Sucked.
cool.
Not cool.
Not cool.
So we moved. We didn't do it without telling somebody. We actually had them move us. And they moved us to a different section, so you'll notice the footage will change from a floor seat to a side seat. You need to finish chewing.
What?
You need to finish chewing.
I'm not chewing.
I'm chewing.
So what do I do with your chewing?
So let me finish my chewing.
Oh, okay. I'm not telling you to finish or not. Why do you want to do this while you're stuffing food in your face?
Because I gotta sleep. This is, it's on the internet, they watch people eat food while they talk.
Yeah, but those
it
people
called?
are capable of doing 2 things at one time. You quite obviously missed that bus.
So we moved up to the other section for the second half of the show, which I found way more enjoyable than the first half. 1, because we could see, and 2, it was like super audience interaction. I've never seen such an intimate performance. So he was down with the audience. He was taking pictures with them. He brought somebody up on stage who's apparently like a salsa dancer at NASA.
He didn't know that.
No, so shout out to Miguel.
Ooh. Yeah. It was literally like a huge living room, and we were just his guests. And he sat there and he just talked to us and told us intimate stories and things about himself and sang and danced his heart out. He literally did. 50-year-old, 6'3" male, jumping around on stage, tap dancing and singing from one end to the other and not being out of breath, that's very impressive. No lip syncing.
No, he did not lip sync at all. And, you know, he danced, sang, shared stories, shared personal moments. Like I said, interacted with the audience. The other thing I really appreciated was he took time out of his show to spotlight the Aboriginal culture and had...
He didn't take time out. He actually made them a huge part of their show.
He integrated them. The mother of the Aboriginal... what was it? I forgot what title he gave her.
Aboriginal nation or something?
Yeah, the mother of the Aboriginal... The mother of the What did you say?
Spit it
Aboriginal... The mother of the Aboriginal...
nation?
That.
People.
The mother of the Aboriginal nation. Jeez. I think I need to sleep. She sang... And, you know, they just did a beautiful job, and they had, you know, a whole homage in the back playing, and also Hugh Jackman integrated a lot of the, for the visually impaired, you know, there was a whole section in song and in sign language, and they danced it out, and...
No,
Yeah.
the visually impaired couldn't see him.
Yeah.
Deaf.
Oh, I'm sorry, shit. This is such a disaster. Do you know how many times we're going to cut this? for the hearing impaired. But it was just he very inclusive of everybody, and I guess overall for somebody who wasn't as big a fan as my mom, I have a lot more respect for
I
him.
absolutely love him because I respect him. First of all, for being married for 23 years to somebody who he fell in love with when he was 25 and is still as respectful and loving of her to this day. We know that is true because we've never heard any kind of scandal. He's never been involved. Can you eat better? Do you want a bib?
thought you didn't catch that.
I didn't catch it. Your lab caught it.
I seriously need to sleep. I'm not kidding.
I love him because he's decent.
And he's a performer.
Obviously. Multi-talented singer, dancer, Broadway, movies, you know, everything. But then the most important thing to me is when you're not, in spite of everything, you're still humble. You are not thinking that you're above everybody. And that you are still like a normal person. I love that about him. Absolutely love him.
I eat like a hippopotamus. There's stuff flying everywhere.
You like what now?
I said I eat like a hippopotamus. There's stuff flying everywhere.
The hippopotamus that ate the watermelon?
That's me right now.
I chomp down on it and most of it just fall out here and there.
No,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more advanced than that.
Okay.
We had a great time at the show. And I would highly recommend. It's worth every penny to go see it, even if you're just like a fair weather fan like me, somebody who enjoys his movies or his acting. For like a real fan like Moose, you should definitely go.
If you really want to be entertained in kind of some old-fashioned way, and you know.
I'm done. We're done here. We're done. Okay, we gotta go. Gotta eat this food. Go buy the damn ticket. Right as soon as we finish filming, there's not one croaking frog outside.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, look! As soon as we put the camera on, they came back. I'm done.